What's up, people? Welcome back to another last recollection guide. This time I'm gonna go over the tactical arts. Yeah, a lot of people requesting for it, so I'm gonna do that because it is actually a main focus of this game currently. So it might be the way of playing it, but it seems like so far that's really only the way you're gonna play it is by using, the tactical arts strategies. And so what it does is basically it's like buffs. It refreshes so quick, and you don't really need to use the traditional buffs where it takes a long time to cool down, like AL and etc. AL's buffs are honestly way better because they last longer and they're more powerful. In this game, like the SP is like definitely a problem. So to bypass that and like the short duration of the buffs, long duration of cooldown, and not enough SP and etc., the tactical art is really the way to go. So before I start to talk about it, this is the area you want to come here the earliest if you want to get the one I'm going to show. So once you get the Trade City, which is chapter 3, and then you'll automatically come over here for the next one. So it's story mission. Then once you reach the camp down here, you come up here, there's a bridge, take a left, use the whip, you go up there, and then there's a statue. Go talk to a statue and you will get the one, like whenever your buffs whenever any of your buffs expire, and then just get that. If you wanna save as many of these buffs as possible, go for it. But to be honest, I'm not really taking any more buffs at this point because I can just make them myself, and it's just early on in the game if you want it, but later on in the game you can just do them yourself and you don't really need the statue that much. But that chest is a mimic during story, so I don't know what that is anymore. Other than that, yeah, so I'm gonna go down there first, and then before I explain that, because I need to go show how it works. And once you get that Arco, and you should be set. I mean, you don't really need it, to be honest. Like, you can just set them in order, but early in the game you can't really do much, so this is really good. And you can set them all, well, most of them. So the maintain buffs. So this is one of them, though there are many of them, but before I go over it, so there are 4 of them you can use to command. And art list display is where you can store all of the ones that you pick up from the statue, or make it yourself. And yeah, when you click on it, you can copy it, you can set it, and you can customize it, which I'm gonna go over the customization. I mean, that's the main focus here. So you can put on any you want. The first diamond is literally just the condition. You can set it to anything you want. Auto combo if you want to. On enemy debuff if you want to. It's just condition. So for me, the maintain buffs is really good. Even though I still manually command them, I would probably use order, but it's better just use maintain. Sometimes you don't really, forget. Well, sometimes you forget the buff, and the AI will help you anyway. And it's really, really good. So I just keep that on. I mean, I can still command it regardless, whichever I put on. So it's really important. So the green one, and then with the flag, they're the ones that you can kind of command. But it's just like, it's really, really useful. It's just like, just read the condition, and that's what it really matters. But just get the green one if you're not sure. It really don't matter. Like I said, the flag one and the green one is all set. So let's scoop over to the buffs. So far I can only carry 3. I know you can carry 5 of them. I don't know how to unlock them yet, but 3 of them per each one. So 3, 3, 3, 3. So there's like 12 buffs you can technically carry. And what do you want? Like, what's in there is, it's really that simple. Whatever you want. I'm not really like, I mean, I'm still experiments what I use to test, but this is what I run with. I mean, you can customize your own stuff if you want to. So this is still early in the game. I really don't know what the best stuff to put on there yet, besides what I'm gonna use and what I like to try it out and test it out. And for me, I have the chain damage for the left side and then the speed on the right side. And because I always need speed, because you know me, I mean, playing AL for this long, I just need speed. I mean, even they boost the speed in this game, I still feel like it's really slow. Like, the speed is not quite close. The top one, I have it for healing, and it's really good. Make sure you put Gyro on and give it all to your AIs, and it will keep you alive when you're fighting super high level enemies like Divine Beasts and all of that. It will help you a lot, and make sure you have healing as well. It's actually really, really good. So you can select anything you want, like I said. If you want to make a total healing build, or total DPS, whatever, a total debuff, it's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you what to put on, because you can simply make it yourself, because it's just personal, and whatever you have, you know, more interest for it. So the last one I have is for debuffs. I'm gonna put the Mind Break on, because the Mind Break is really good. If you want to spam the Mind Break, and let's see, where is it? It should be up. There we go. And this is really good setup. You can just Mind Break the Divine Beast over and over, and I haven't get a chance to test it, but it's really fun. I mean, the same thing with Mind Break. To use Mind Break, you have to make sure the enemy is not moving, and etc. So similar to AL. So other than that, I just keep one for debuffing. It's really, really good. So yeah, one debuff, one chain. Chain is important. That's something I'm going to talk about in the gameplay video once I cover the art, you know, the technical arts, because you kind of need to know this part before you worry about the other one. So, and then I have a speed and then a heal. Same thing for the other AIs except Yuna. Yuna is a really good. She's a really, really good supporter, because she has her own skill. Exclusive, so she has exclusive skill only for her, and it's really good, and it's really, really awesome to keep her on if you want to use her as a support. And other than that, she's mainly carry the same thing as everybody else that I have in my party, and I like to carry all of them in the same, because they just refresh the buffs. They don't really over buff. I mean, I don't even know what the maximum buffs is. It could possibly be the same as AL, but you know, in this case, you won't be able to stack the same buffs. It's only gonna refresh it. So if people that doesn't know that part yet, now you know. It's not like I can just use all three of them and I'm gonna get like, you know, 40%, 50% like AL. It's not gonna work like that. Which is why the buffs are kind of weak in this game, because you can't stack them. The duration is too short, the cooldown is too long, and that's where the tactical arts, you know, come from. And there's a one way of replacing the buffs, and that's how you would you know, technically use it in the gameplay. And how you would do it is basically bring up, you know, if you're on PlayStation, bring up the L1 and the skill button. You can able to you know, to select whichever you want. So for example, this is how I would use it. For example, I want speed, I'll just use that. Just make sure you don't do the same speed, because it's gonna refresh it, so it's kind of waste. Select a different one, and yeah, if I want to heal or whatever, just select that, and then just let the AI buff. And then, yep, if you praise them, you'll get those LS gauge, you know, filled up. But you don't really have to worry too much, so you'll get more of the LS gauge anyway, and that will. Now this is start buffing. So sometimes they just buff when buffs runs out, but I still command them to do it like this, because it doesn't really matter. And you can just abuse that over and over, and you basically, that's how you get infinite buffs in this game, and to bypass the you know, the cooldowns in this game. So that's what the tactical art's really for. I mean, it's like, so far this is really the play style, it seems like. I mean, other than that, that's pretty much it. You just keep using them over and over, and just like that, and you get yourself set for buffs. That's really it. So yeah, it's really that simple. A lot of people are confused what to use. You can use what I use, or you can use whatever you want to use. It doesn't matter, like I already shown. So it's like I always like to have a speed, a damage. You know, in this case, a healing. I mean, I rarely use heal, but in this case, healing is kind of important in this game. So that's one thing. Yeah, they kind of make it like really for people to struggle is the heal, and then debuffs up to you. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. How you would use tactical arts. I mean, you know, what are you gonna do if you don't have AIs with you? If you don't have AI with you, you can still do it yourself. So yeah, that's how you would fight a lot of bosses or story bosses by yourself and etc. So this is one of the key components you gotta have to understand in this game. It seems like, I mean, the way this is going for the end game and etc. Yeah, gotta learn how to use tactical arts. It's really really important. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the guide, and I hope you guys enjoy it, because I'm not sure if I explained everything that I need to, but it feels like I did. So other than that, yeah, I'm still working on the game, trying to farm and grind, etc. I mean, there's a lot of things to do. I mean, it's just like, it's hard to play and then trying to make video out fast as well. I mean, I get a lot of comments and messages and etc. from everywhere, so it's gonna take some time too. It's like I'm like working on this game like a lot. Definitely need to take some break as well. So other than that, sometimes the content is slow, sometimes it's just too many things going on. That's why I just like, people ask when I'm gonna make it. I mean, I will make them. It's just that it might not be immediately because there's just too many things going on at the same time. And yeah, hopefully you guys understand that. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Until next time.